Hello guys and welcome to my channel, and today we're going to be checking out Poland is doing what Putin feared the most. Poland and Russia have had quite a history together. Like the history is too long, guys. If you're new here, please consider liking, subscribe to the channel, watch to the end with me, and let's get right into it.
Imagine you're Russia. You're sitting in Moscow, sipping tea, or let's be honest, vodka straight from the bottle, and plotting your next
That's
move.
funny.
You've got plenty of neighbors, but which one makes you lose the most sleep? Not Latvia, whose entire army could probably ride a single Moscow bus. Not even Finland, with its endless
Really?
forests, saunas,
Is the military that small? It's so weird to, I don't know, I need to research about that, but it's so weird. You're a country close to Russia and you don't have large military. That's risky.
and enough artillery shells to turn St. Petersburg into a ski resort. No, the neighbor that makes Russia twitch every time it sneezes is Poland, and Moscow has very good reasons for that. Poland and Russia is
Russia is so big. Like, Russia is so big.
Poland, and Moscow has very good reasons for that.
Well, is this not greed? Russia is this big. Let me take it back. They are this big and you're still trying to invade more country. Like, what do you need them for? Like, what do you need them for? Like, it does not just make sense to me. It does not just sit right to me. They are this big, like almost the size of a continent, and you still want to invade other country to make them okay.
Twitch every time it sneezes is Poland, and Moscow has very good reasons for that. Poland and Russia have been locked in a centuries-long rivalry, a love-hate relationship without the love. Back in the 1600s,
I was about to correct that. There's no love there, just a hate relationship.
Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth wasn't just a regional power, it was a superpower. At one point, Polish troops marched right into Moscow, camped out in the Kremlin, and said, "This is ours now."
Wow.
Imagine the humiliation. For Russia, that moment has never been forgotten. From then on, the two have been at each other's throats. Poland was carved up in the partitions by Russia, Prussia, and Austria. In 1939, Stalin teamed up with Hitler to tear Poland apart again. After World War II, the Red Army liberated Poland, which in Soviet speak meant sticking around for another 40 years. For Moscow,
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you can do.
Poland has always been more than just a neighbor. It's been the battlefield, the buffer zone, and the stubborn rival that never disappears. Now let's talk geography. Poland sits on the North European plain, a flat stretch of land that looks less like a country and more like an invasion highway. Napoleon stormed through it. Hitler's panzers rolled across it. Every Russian general knows the route by heart. And then there's the Suwalki Gap, a narrow 65-kilometer corridor connecting Poland to Lithuania. It looks tiny on a map, but it's probably the most important stretch of land in Europe right now.
Okay,
If Russia
why?
moved
Why is that
from
so?
Belarus toward Kaliningrad,
Oh,
they
I
could
see
cut
now.
off the Baltic states from the rest of NATO. For Poland, defending that gap isn't optional, it's survival. For NATO, it's the difference between unity and disaster. But here's the plot twist. Poland isn't the same Poland of 1939.
Yeah.
This time, Warsaw isn't waiting to get flattened. It's hitting the gym, bulking up, and buying every shiny new weapon it can find.
Exactly. This was what I was saying in my last video, that Poland will just wait for Russia to bring the threat to the door for they start reacting. Like, they just have to prepare, like, with what they've been through, like over again. So it will be so unwise of them just waiting for Russia to like throw the first punch. At this point, Russia have thrown so many punches that yeah, it's time for Poland to throw the punch first or be ready to counter the punch.
Today, Poland has around 170,000 active soldiers, with plans to grow that to 300,000. That's more than Germany, more than France, and roughly the same size as the entire British Army and French Army combined. And unlike some of its neighbors, Poland doesn't just talk about defense spending, it actually does it. Over 4% of GDP goes straight to talk about defense.
So please explain this to me. Poland, Lithuania, Belarus, Russia. Is this portion owned by Russia?
Spending, it actually does it. Over 4% of GDP goes straight into defense. That's more than double NATO's target and even higher than the US. And the shopping spree? Let's just say Poland went full add to cart. From South Korea, 1,000 K2 Black Panther tanks and 672 K9
That just went over my head. Hold on, let's go back. 1000 K2, but this tank, like I would say 10 of this tank on a battlefield is going to level a lot of, like it's going to level a lot of military, a lot of country military. So let's say alone they have 1000 of them. Like to me, I feel 10 of this tank will do a lot of damage. So let's say they have 1000 of it. That's impressive.
K2 Black Panther tanks and 672 K9 howitzers. From the US, 250 Abrams tanks, 96 Apache helicopters, 32 F-35 stealth fighters, and more HIMARS launchers than Russia ever wanted to see. Add to that Patriot missile batteries, Sky Saber systems, and FA-50 jets, and you're looking at what may soon be the most modern, heavily equipped land army in Europe. Now, let's compare. Germany, Europe's economic giant, currently has around 183,000 troops. But here's the kicker. Germany has fewer than 300 Leopard 2 tanks operational. Poland, once it finishes its deliveries, will have nearly 1,500 modern tanks.
That's a lot.
Germany's number. In fact,
that's a lot. But wait, how many tanks does Russia actually have? How, like, is it old tank or new tank? Because there's a video I saw that I heard that Russia, they're bringing back the ancient tank to battle the whole Ukraine stuff. So let's say with the whole hits they've taken from Ukraine, I don't know, but to me, it would be unwise for them to attack Poland now, because Poland is no more the Poland they used to be. Like Poland is more advanced now, and the blow and the hits they've taken from Ukraine, their weapon is kind of outdated at this point.
Continues, Poland won't just have a bigger army than Germany, it'll have a bigger one than Germany, France, and the UK put together. For a country of 38 million people, that's not just impressive, that's game-changing. Now, what about Russia? On paper, Russia has a massive army, but when you zoom in on its western military district, the part that actually borders Poland, the story changes. Before the Ukraine war, Russia had around 300,000 troops stationed there. But after 2 years of heavy fighting in Ukraine, those numbers have been gutted. Equipment losses are catastrophic. Russia has lost over 2,500 tanks in Ukraine, and many of those were T-72s and T-8.
That's more than I actually calculated. I was thinking they still have a lot, but okay.
80.
Która reklama, która sprzedaje mój kurs, według Ciebie jest skuteczniejsza? Ta czy ta? Pierwsza reklama została zrobiona w pokoju bilardowym, gdzie przedstawiam konkretny wynik
that Poland itself used to have. Ironically, Poland is now replacing its old Soviet gear with brand new Western tech, while Russia is digging T-55s out of museums and sending them to the front. Then there's the Ukraine factor. Since 2022, Poland has been Kiev's biggest ally. They've sent T-72 tanks, MiG-29 fighters, Crab howitzers, and billions in aid. They've taken in over 1.5 million refugees and turned their highways into NATO supply lines. Every Javelin, every Leopard tank, every HIMARS system going to Ukraine passes through Poland first. To Russia, Poland doesn't
I see why Russia hates Poland.
Like a neighbor. It looks like NATO's warehouse, shipping department, and delivery service all in one. And let's not forget energy. For decades, Russia used gas pipelines like a political weapon. Poland saw it coming. They built LNG terminals, connected to Norway's gas supplies, and invested in renewable and nuclear projects. By the time Russia cut off Europe's gas, Poland was already prepared. While Germany scrambled for alternatives, Poland simply shrugged and carried on. For Warsaw, energy security is part of national defense, another reason Moscow can't push them around. Of course, war isn't just tanks and jets anymore. Russia constantly tests Poland with cyber attacks, disinformation campaigns, and hybrid warfare, like Belarus funneling migrants to the Polish border in 2021 to create chaos. But Poland's response has been characteristically stubborn. If there's one stereotype about Poles, it's that once they dig their heels in, good luck moving them. And that resilience is something Russia knows it can't break easily. Then there's politics. Polish leaders have made it their mission to be the loudest anti-Russian voice in Europe. They lobby NATO for more troops, push the EU for tougher sanctions, and remind everyone, loudly, that they warned about Russia long before 2022. If Europe were a classroom, Poland would be the student in the front row, waving their hand and yelling, "I told you so," while Germany and France pretend to look busy. So why does Russia watch Poland so closely? Because Poland isn't just another neighbor you can ignore across the fence, it'd bomb away. That's why Warsaw will always be in Moscow's crosshairs. Not because Poland is weak, but precisely because it has become too strong, too loud, and too central to ignore. In Moscow's eyes, Poland isn't just arming itself, it's reshaping the balance of power in Europe.
Yes,
Every
exactly.
new tank delivery, every NATO battalion stationed on its soil, every fiery speech from Warsaw chips away at Russia's old vision of Eastern Europe as its playground.
I would say,
3 signs you are carrying.
before, you look at the strongest European countries, you say France and you say the British. But right now, all of a sudden, Poland is up there. Like everybody's turning to Poland now. So Poland have kind of reshaped its military and itself as Poland have kind of reinvented itself, and Russia don't like that because Russia was kind of bullying Poland. Let's put it like this: a kid being bullied and the bully. Now the kid have hit the gym and have more muscles than the bully, and the bully will like, okay, I don't like this. What do I do to break this person will? That's what Russia is trying to do right now, and I really love this for Poland because with the whole history, like enough is enough. Like yeah, Poland just have to say enough is enough, and I really like the move and the direction they're headed to. It's really impressive, guys. If you're new here, consider liking and tell me what you think about this video in the comment section as well. Stay tuned on my channel because I'll be posting more videos like this. Thanks for watching with me and bye for now, guys.